My name is Madeleine Stroth, a multimedia journalist and Hawkeye grad from the University of Iowa. I have 3 years' experience with radio broadcasts covering Big Ten athletics as the sports director of KRUI 89.7 FM, Iowa City. I've covered live and breaking news stories as well as news conferences. The following are samples of my student work, which I shot, edited, and produced myself. Thank you for watching. Enjoy. The national economy is down, but are students at the University of Iowa? Only a few months ago, the Hawkeye Nation welcomed in its largest freshman class on record, with over half of those students, nearly 55%. Odds are, if you're a Big Ten football fan, you'll be watching. The primetime game will kick off at 7:17 and showcase the league's 2 top-ranked teams, Michigan State and Wisconsin. The 2 teams faced off earlier in the year and gave us arguably the most exciting finish of the season as the Spartans upset the Badgers on a Hail Mary as time expired to give Michigan State a 37-31 win. In every sport, injuries are part of the game, but they aren't limited to just contact sports. Ryan Jones takes a look at injuries in a sport that may surprise you.
Hopefully not in a wheelchair.
Prey and Gray will be showcasing their performance piece in Des Moines this spring. The men's basketball team looks to bounce back tomorrow against the Brown Bears after another disappointing loss against Clemson last Tuesday. The Hawkeyes have lost 3 of the last 4 games. 2 of the Hawkeyes' top performers from last season have not played up to par this year. Senior Bryce Cartwright and sophomore Melson Basabi have seen drops in their stats early this season. Cartwright has scored 3 less points and almost 2 less assists, and Basabi has scored around 5 less points per game. Head coach Fred McCaffrey is still confident the Hawks can turn it around.
We are better than we're playing right now. That's what we're going to do.
The Hawkeyes tip off on Saturday at 2 o'clock p.m. in Carver Hawkeye Arena. That's it for sports. Back to you guys at the desk. How does a hockey team with no ice play? If you're the men's club hockey team at the University of Iowa, you head out to the Coral Ridge Mall in Coralville, Iowa. It's not an ideal situation. 15 minutes from campus, the mall not being a university facility, the team has no advocate to ensure that they get adequate practice time. It is essential for a hockey club to have a solid amount of practice time on the ice just to perform well and to improve overall. But beyond that, to even have hopes of becoming a Division I NCAA team, the hockey club has to provide a consistent proof of 500-plus fan attendance. That's kind of hard to do when you're playing in a shopping mall and can't sell tickets. But money is what this all really comes down to. These multi-million-dollar projects building new facilities are funded entirely by the primary user group. Here's head UI athletic director Gary Barta from an earlier interview.
You just simply cannot think about it without money being a factor. Athletics is a self-sustaining entity, so anything the athletic department does, we have to raise or generate all the money for it.
A new ice rink on campus just isn't in the cards right now. Where would it go? Who gets primary usership? But most importantly, who would pay for it? Director of Recreation Services Harry Ostrander thinks a rink may be possible if funded between athletics, recreation, and the Iowa City and Coralville City Recreation Departments. But maintaining ice is expensive, and the UI Men's Hockey Club just isn't in a position to generate the needed revenue. So far, there are 4 Big Ten schools with NCAA Division I ice hockey teams: Minnesota, Michigan, Michigan State, and Wisconsin. If the University of Iowa is ever going to join that mix, we need a new facility. And if we need a new facility, we need money. Until then, home is the Coral Ridge Mall. When your shoe looks more like a foot, it acts more like a foot. Just one credo of the company Vibram that manufactures a shoe that may have you doing a double take. They're called Five Fingers. Named for their glove-like design, Vibram first introduced the line as a water shoe for kayakers. Since their debut, Five Fingers have gained popularity as a minimalist running shoe, prompting the expansion of styles and technology available in the footwear. Local Iowa City business Active Endeavors has experienced much success in carrying the foot-like shoes, and employees like Jim Neiman are enthusiastic about the product.
These shoes were designed to replicate what our foot already does. All this is about 5 millimeters of protection against hot, cold, and sharp objects.
One contribution to the growing trend of this alternative footwear could be the popularity of this national bestseller, Born to Run by Christopher McDougall. The book highlights the benefits of barefoot running.
Our feet are incredibly complex and have about 25% of all the bones that we have in our body. So when we put a big cushion underneath our foot, we don't allow our bodies to use all those little muscles and tendons that we should use if we were barefoot. Our bodies were biomechanically designed to be barefoot. So these are just allowing your body to work the way it was made to.
With 5 fingers, it's about getting back to basics following the minimalist trend. Vibram 5 fingers retail for around $100. Madeleine Stroth, Daily Iowan TV. It was a beautiful morning for a race on Sunday, and over 100 participants gathered in Lower City Park to run for a great cause. The United Way 5K is the annual homecoming sweepstakes kickoff event at the University of Iowa, and Greeks were out in full force trying to snag an early lead. The race is a combined effort of the Greek community and UI Homecoming Council to raise money for the United Way Foundation.
What's great about it is it brings together everybody from the Iowa City community, so it's a lot of students, both Greek and non-affiliated, as well as a bunch of adults and non-students in the community.
But a majority of participants are Greek affiliated, helping to contribute to the almost $4,000 raised for United Way this year.
For Homecoming Week, it's a chance for the Greek community to give back. It's important for the Greek community to show that we're invested in the community and not just in showing spirit for our house and not just trying to win the week of homecoming, but actually doing something that's philanthropic and good for the community. And that's why this race is a good chance for Greeks to come out and show that they care.
Proceeds to the United Way of Johnson County will go toward improving education, health, and financial stability of those in need.
24, 25, 26.
A full list of other homecoming events this week is available online at homecoming.uiowa.edu. Madeleine Stroth, Daily Iowan TV.